Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob the Rob's Nerdy Knives. I got a special unboxing. We're looking at something that Hoffy loaned me. It's a TKell knife that we're going to review. He's very interested in see what my thoughts are. It happens to be something I don't think I've ever experienced, so this will be a lot of fun. Let's check it out. Today I'm opening up my wrapped box here with my Hinder Eclipse. This is the skinny version, non-flipper with a fuller. Fun little knife, highly recommend it. All right, so definitely a Hoffy thing. Silicate packets, you keep everything dry because he's from the desert and he likes things dry. All right, 3D printed box, very cool. I think it's a 3D print box. No, it looks like it was made. All right, let's see, how does this come apart? Oh, it's one of these. Okay, it's like the big version of what Demco does. All right, so we've got that. We got a nice cloth. And here we go. Okay, so a nice cloth and a box. Let me put this away over here, get that out of the view. So this is a TKell knife. It is a USA-made knife. We've got carbon fiber, frag textured scales, not a grip, which is typical of TKell. I wonder, is it steel liners? Yeah, steel liners, okay. So steel liners. And we've got a wire clip, so we could probably do Spyderco clip. This definitely looks like a Spyderco clip. I would definitely get a Lynch Northwest clip, something different. Thumb studs, possibly front. Oh, there's no detail. Oh, it's crossbar. Oh, but that seems very, very weak. Very weak. I would have to tighten those springs up. All right, here we go. What do we have here? This is the KS1 USA made. TKell. It is in Magnacut. Nice and locked in there, no blade play, super solid engagement. Let's do that again. Ooh, very sticky, very sticky. But that typically works its way out if you use it. I don't know how much Hoffy has used this, if he's carried this or not. I don't see any dust or lint whatsoever, so I don't even know if he's even carried this at all. This looks like it's brand new in the box, so I wonder if this has even had any time in his pocket. All right, let's see, can we get that little jimping here? Yeah, absolutely forward flip that one. And typically with a crossbar, you can do middle finger reverse flick, right? And you can do it both left and right-handed, so yeah. Now, it is a little soft, and what I would do personally, I would take it apart, I would expand the Omega springs a little bit to give it a little more tension. I don't think there was extra Omega springs included, but you can do that. You can always buy some other Omega springs aftermarket, get a little stronger. These are a little bit weak. Now, it's rather sticky right here. So that makes me wonder if we could put a little bit of powder on there. And I'm just gonna clean it off just to make sure there's not any dirt in there. We're going to clean off where the lock engages. See if that does anything. Now it's still pretty. Let me see if I can put some of my powder on there. As with all crossbar locks, they typically break in, right? Now this is the PTFE. I've used this on my Winterblade Co. stuff. I know Brian likes to use this. He recommended this. So what I'm going to do is right where it engages, right here. I'm going to put just a little bit of powder. Let's see if that does any difference here. I will tell you what I find, it is getting a little bit better. I don't know if it's going to fix it altogether, but it's definitely feeling better. So I think this has the potential to break in. Again, this is not my knife. This is not a cheap knife. It's well made. It definitely has the TKell feel with the aggressive scales. I love that. Feels like a TKell fixie. Definitely got that locked in feeling that you're solid. Got great jimping. Really, really good feel. I have large hands to extra large hands. Really big hands, you might be out here. You could probably get like 2 fingers like this and go over like that, right? So it's right at the limit of my hand, almost a little bit. I mean, it fits mine just perfectly. Anybody else might be, I got big old meaty fingers, so most people are gonna probably have more room than I am, because I tend to be about equivalent to an extra large hands, normal size, double extra large hands, skinnier hands. So I do like that. It does not look like, yeah, the thumb studs are not the blade stop. It's the back here, that's a blade stop. So you can obviously do that, right? It feels like it's getting better. So it may just need to break in. That's the thing. Nice big thick blade stock, beautiful swedge on top. I like the drop point on here. Nice sharp edge. Definitely got some thick aggressive blade on there. I think that's really cool. I do like the frag pattern. I love the carbon fiber look. That's a beautiful look for sure. It's a cool looking blade. I like the look of it. I do. It's a crossbar. Some of you guys are already going to be like, I'm not a crossbar fan. That's fair, right? If you're not a crossbar fan, buy what you love and love what you buy. But if you are a crossbar fan, you know, this is definitely going to be one of those cool ones. The pivot might be loose. I feel like it's got a little pivot play. So let's see, is that a T10 or a T15? It's a T10. Let's tighten that up and see if that's a little loose pivot there. I don't know if it's cage bearings on this guy or not. I don't know. Oh, it's definitely loose. Okay. That's better. It's not moving around in there. A little off to the left. We could probably center that. Yeah. It is a crossbar lock. It is a little sticky, but you know what? Hopefully it'll get better and better. I think I would very much want to tighten those Omega springs up a little bit. I think that would make a big difference, personally, if you ask me. Definitely need a little more powder on here. Let's see. It is cool. It's a US made knife. I mean, I dig that part a lot, and I really respect that a lot. And I love the TKell look. The TKell aesthetics, I think, are pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm digging the TKell aesthetics for sure. Love the look of the blade. I think this needs to be broken in just a little bit more, right? And maybe the springs. I don't know if it has an adjustable spring in there. Sometimes some of these guys are adjustable. Let's take a look. Is there a chance to adjust this? Oh, there is. Yay. All right. Oh, and it's on the weakest one. Oh, yeah, look at that. Definitely on the weak. Oh, one of the springs is not even attached. That's the issue. All right, Hoffy, we got to fix that, man. That's not good. I'm giving a bad first impression because one of them looks like it popped right off. So we got to fix that. I'm going to fix it because, I mean, you know, this is, I know Hoffy might be willing to sell this one. Holy cow. What happened here? We started this whole video way back over here. That's crazy. Okay. Sorry about that. You probably saw my belly and other things, but we're going to fix that real quick. Let's do that. That's not cool. We don't want that to happen. Oh, it's super loose too. Wow. Okay. All right, so there we go. So this one's on. Let's look at the other one. Is the other one on? Super loose. So no Loctite. That's okay. I'm not going to Loctite it. This is Hoffy's knife, but I did want to fix that one screw that's loose over there, or at least I thought it was loose. Let me. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out if I'm wrong. No, I'm not wrong. It was attached, but it's on the weakest setting. You see that? So you have the ability to adjust this, and I might recommend that we go up at least one. I'm gonna. It's his knife, but I think it's gonna make the lock bar. Yeah, it's gonna make it much better, in my opinion. It was a little weak. You know what? I think, Hoffy, you can hate me later, and I'll get you some new Omega springs if you don't like this. But I think this knife would. Oops! Come back over here. Don't you dare take off on me. Oh, it attached to my magnet. That is hilarious. So let's get in there. Oh, it doesn't link on there exactly like I would expect. Okay, that's fair. This is a non-traditional, like, pinched attachment spring. And that's okay. Dust inside of this guy, huh? Wow. Probably definite. This would probably benefit from a nice cleaning, if you ask me. Oh, come on. Work with me. I did it the way I always do with spider coast because you have to kind of hold it to get on there, but we can get it on here this way, and this will work too. All right. All right, not moving around as much. That's nice. Not as much blade play. You know what's funny? It seems to be coming off the lock bar better. Definitely has better action. All right. And we can center that. I'm not going to mess with it unless Hoffy's okay with me doing that. But a lot of graphite dust coming out of here. Wonder if they cleaned off the scales after they milled them. I'm gonna guess maybe not. It's a nice sharp edge, by the way. All right, it wasn't free Omega Spring, my mistake, but I'm gonna ask Coffee. Hopefully he's not gonna be mad at me, but I did tighten the Omega Springs. I feel like it's gonna make it a much better knife. Maybe if he's okay with it, maybe we'll come back and revisit it and we'll clean it out and center that blade. It's just a hair to the left, not much, but it can easily be fixed, right? So very cool knife. Let's take a nice zoom in on this guy. So there we go, that beautiful drop point Magnacut right there, TKell. Very TKellish scales, very aggressive like that, very strong, very good grippy, meant to be hard use and everything, right? Then you've got the Spyderco clip, which you can easily replace with a Lynch Northwest clip or an MXG gear clip, or various other gears that are out there, or clips that are out there. You could definitely do that. And of course, you got the nice thumb studs, crossbar lock right there, USA made, right? The KS1. Steel liners, nice weight relief in there, nice big holes. It does have a back spacer, all the way steel back spacer, which does make it, oops, where's the center? About right there, center. Let's go ahead and zoom out. So you have about the center of gravity about right there. You see that? So pretty balanced, but this is the weight relief that you see in there, the back spacer. And then I feel like it's breaking in with a stronger tension on those springs. But it also doesn't move around as much down here. So, but with a crossbar, as soon as you move this, it moves that, right? So, and you can see that move together. That's just how it is, right? Yeah, it feels like it's working better now. And I also wonder if we get this nice and centered, we get it over here a little, is that gonna make this all work together better? Sometimes that does. When you're not torquing the frame and all sorts of stuff. But I'd have to take it apart and see if there's phosphor bronze, or I'm gonna guess there's phosphor bronze in there. I don't think it's cage bearings, but that's what I'm gonna guess. But definitely getting better. You can hear that. But man, there's carbon fiber dust coming out. A very cool knife. I like it. I like the design. I like everything. I think this is their first folded that they've ever done. It is a pretty cool one. It's a very aggressive one. It's a hardy, strong one. Carbon fiber, super solid. I mean, this is like, you could beat the snot out of this kind of knife. I think it would really do well. So I know, and it's crossbar, so it's very ambidextrous, which is really nice. Chimping up here, good aggressiveness. And I like the fact that there's enough chimping here. Let me do this again. I can front flip it, right? It's enough jimping right here. Can easily make this a front flipper if you wanted to. Could I do the? Oh, I might be able to. It's a little hard. I don't have long enough fingers, but you could probably do a reach around as well. I think that's cool. So, very cool little knife. We'll do a review on this for sure. my impressions right now. First impressions are, I think they should consider making a much stronger springs, because that's very weak. I think maybe, that would be the one thing I would consider, right? So a couple of those things. All right. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, informative, entertaining, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you hit the like button, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. Subscribing and liking the channel really does help. It allows my channel to do more things, produce more content, do more things for you guys. So thank you to everyone out there. If you haven't already, consider hitting that notification button as well down below so you can be notified of future content like this videos, like this and other videos. And a big shout out to the channel members. You do two amazing things. You encourage me by your membership, so thank you. And by your generous support, you allow the channel to do things way sooner than I thought I could. For instance, once a week budget banger giveaways, covered cost of shipping, 4 giveaways, loaner knives, milestone giveaways, members giveaway, all sorts of stuff like that. So thank you to channel members out there. My way to help say thank you to the channel members, I do 2 things. 1, brand new channel members, I'd love to mail your channel sticker and a little thank you note. Email me your name and address and say I'm a brand new channel member. I'd love to do that. Secondly, all channel members are eligible for the once a month members exclusive giveaway. So each week we do a budget banger giveaway, but that 1 week in a month there'll be 2 giveaways. And members, you can enter both, you could win both. And I always try to make sure the members giveaway is a little bit nicer than budget banger giveaway. If that sounds cool, there's a link down below in the description. I have 3 different tiers of membership. Don't sign up if you feel pressured in any way, but if you choose to do so, thank you to all channel members. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. And some of you guys are going to say, hey, what about the emojis that you do? What about you can do here in the live stream? What about the kazoo salutes, the anniversaries? What about this exclusive content? Yes, there's all that and more. It's my small way to say thank you. Never enough, but just a small way. Also, if you haven't already noticed, I have an Instagram page at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's an Instagram page at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.